Hello, guys. Welcome to the ultra episode of the podcast.
พี่ครับหนูเรียน10 โมงนะ
รู้แล้วครับน้อง I was talking my young about would you say something to our viewers? Hello? Could you please say something?
หนูต้องรีบกูนนะ
Hello? Here's my first question for you. In your self-insert page on CBA, you say that you support SME, but you're a socialist which does oppose private property. How would you solve that contradiction? Hello? 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 You here?
ยูเฮีย
เฮ้ยหยุดกวนมันไม่ดีHello?
ไอ้เฮีย
Hello? Any answer?
ไส้กรอกของกู
Shut up จบ
เสียว
Oh. Oh, I get it. So you cannot hear me, that's normal. Multiple types of socialism. Oh, he stopped typing. That's awkward. That's really bad. Yeah, I'm waiting for your response. For you to respond. Oh, it's okay then. This is so ass, bro. You seem to have no reaction. Do you have microphone, bro? It's like nobody's gonna watch my video if you just keep doing this. I'm sorry.
Capitalism. Capitalism is an economic system where
Oh, she gone silent again. just wait her to finish when she finished speaking, I guess. Oh, she have a microphone. With Spartakis code name. Oh, interesting, interesting.
Cămเป็นอะไรเนี่ย คำเป็น
อะไรเนี่ย
That
Oh!
oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Um, could you introduce my viewers to
Okay.
the 50501 movement?
Huh? Oh, you mean the 50501 subreddit?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I've been on that subreddit before. Have you seen it for yourself?
Huh? Huh?
You seen this subreddit too?
Yes. Not active, but yes. I have been lurking around.
Okay, so Alright, so the fun. Alright, so the five. Alright, so the 51. So the 5051 movement is a So according to their website, the 5051 movement is a grassroots movement meant to raise awareness about President Donald Trump and his second term as U.S. president. So basically, this is a group that's committed to nonviolence, inclusivity, conflict resolution. So basically, raising awareness, building mutual aid and community, and promoting long-term solutions in order to protect democracy in the U.S. and to ensure something like the Trump administration wouldn't happen again in the future. Another movement that's similar to 5150 in terms of goals and what they stand for is the No Kings movement. I'm sure that you're familiar with the No Kings
I do.
protests that happened both in.
I do.
Oh, some.
Uh,
Oh, so recently there was a nationwide No Kings Day protest on Saturday, October 18th, and there were millions of protesters all over the country, from New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, oh, even places where even in red states like Alabama, Florida, Georgia, etc., have protests that day. So it seems like many people in the US are starting to wake up to the idea that, okay, yeah, I don't think Donald Trump is a good president for any of us at all. Granted, the people that are still oblivious to this idea are those who support Donald Trump outright or are too scared to call him out.
uh-huh.
But I think, yeah, and I think with the holiday season approaching us, like Thanksgiving and especially Christmas, one suggestion that I want to say to both 5051 and No Kings to both movements is that they should plan another mass protest and an economic blackout from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. And there should be another economic blackout from Christmas all the way to Martin Luther King's Day in on January 19th, 2026. For the holiday season.
Oh, sorry.
So for the holiday season, yeah, what do you think of that idea?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do you think the 5051 movement should do another economic blackout or mass protest on Black Friday?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. You rather see engage in this. Will have you actually engaged in like real life protests other than the internet? I like for example going into like actual protests on the streets. Have you ever got into that situation? Hello?
Uh, no, I haven't really gotten to that situation yet, but I would like to.
Um, since you would like to, I congratulations. I have advice for you. First, do not film the protesters. Film the police instead, cause like there are like gonna be suppressions and shits. I recommend you to record the police instead of the protester, because record protester you might actually get them arrested, which means that we all fuck. And well, I like okay. This is awkward. Another question is that, well, it's gonna be personal. I'm sorry, but let me just type it.
Wait,
Yes.
oh, how do I know that I have autism?
Yeah.
Well, I've always get that from my parents, and I've been diagnosed with autism since I was like 3 years old. So basically, some of the things they do that indicate that I have autism are my fairly monotone voice, the fact that I stop during my sentences, so they would always sound choppy,
No wonder why your voice like
I
that.
al- it always takes me a while for me, huh?
Sorry, nothing. Um, okay, another question is that, um, how did you know the Pokemon Ball community? I mean, how did you know that the community exists?
Huh? Like, can you repeat that?
Never mind, just type it. I'm very awkward, so the way I talk, it may be inaudible. Sorry. No, you're gonna say it out loud in the mic.
It all started when I was looking at Pulling Ball and Country Ball comics online. You've heard of the Pulling Ball wiki, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And as I was going through the Pulling Ball wiki, I learned that there were similar wiki. There was a fandom similar to Pulling Ball, but for political ideologies and not just countries. So I looked up pole comp ball, and I've been frequenting that wiki ever since. I also saw philosophy. I also heard of philosophy ball and music ball and LG ball T.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the current state?
Oh wait.
Sorry.
Oh hey. Have you ever been to CB? No, wait, no. Hold on. Have you ever have you ever gone to the CFB ball
Was
subreddit?
was it it? Was it it?
Oh, there's another. Yeah, so basically the different versions of poem ball include state ball,
Oh, I've heard that. I heard of that.
Polcom ball, Polcom ball anarchy. Oh, there's also a poem ball esque community for college football.
Oh, I see.
You
Uh,
oh
Another question is that what is your current state? What's your opinion on the current state of Pokemon community? There's like lots of divisions and things. I don't know. I don't think you should engage in drama. Please avoid it. But I want your general opinion of it.
wait, what was that? Wait, can you repeat that, please?
I'll just type it.
Oh,
Hello?
Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a minute. I'm gonna show you. Just hold on.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, I see that the Pokemon Ball wiki has been brought back and it's been salvaged as a courtesy of Wiki Grind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it seems that the users on here have started editing pages again. Yeah, I'm not really sure
Ooh.
about the Pokemon Ball Anarchy wiki though.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what
Oh,
happened?
nothing, nothing. I'm just glad that what I edit
Oh,
was like it's appears again. Look, I mean, look at the like in the left week market anarchism page. I copied something from the anarchist library about the studies in economy. And oh my god, all my edits, it's result. I'm so glad that all my efforts are successful. Thank you everyone for this. Thank you too for like stay faithful to the community. Thank you so much.
oh, you're welcome. So wait, what are you gonna do with the interview now that we had
I don't
it?
know. I'm gonna edit more pages that I wanna add in. Like I have been reading studies in Motorist political economy for a while, so I'm just gonna edit more pages. I have also been reading quite a lot recently. Another thing is that why are you against Donald Trump administration? What?
Well, to put it simply, the reason why I do not support Donald Trump or his administration is because everything that he's doing right now, well, kind of goes against uh, what we what the United States stands for as a country. And in fact, two of his big hell, he's not even living up to his promises that he made during the 2024 presidential campaign. Well, two of his most egregious examples as of recently included destroying the eastern wing of the White House in order to build a ballroom.
Oh man.
And yeah, and he gave trillions of dollars to Argentina, neglecting the farmers back home who had voted for him.
Oh man, that really sucks. Um, let's say that you
Yeah.
are a very American spirited person I've ever seen so far throughout the history of my over the course of my life. Let's just talk about some issues. What's your opinion on gun? The Second Amendment. What's your opinion on it?
Eat my
Well,
PB1.
as for the Second Amendment, yeah, yeah, I support that amendment. I think people should have the right to own a gun, and especially in rural areas like where you're hunting for food or you need to protect your home and family from wild animals that could kill you. Yeah, you definitely need a gun to survive. But but in regards to mass shootings or gun related crimes over the past decade or so, I see that I see that both gun rights and gun control have need to coexist.
Uh huh.
Like I don't support a gun ban or a gun or confiscating guns. I just think that background checks, mental health checks, training people on how to use a gun are kind of necessary so that way people can be responsible gun owners.
Oh wow, that's a really balanced view. What's your opinion on free speech?
Basically, freedom of speech to me means you're allowed to express yourself freely and without censorship. But in regards to the First Amendment, you don't really have. In regards to the first, in terms of hate speech, I don't really know what to think of it. basically you're making. So basically, I support the First Amendment and freedom of expression and freedom of speech. But with that being said, you do not have the freedom from consequences. And,
พี่ตามันมีแอปชื่อ
and
Talking Dish ด้วยฮะ
เงียบ
ทำไมอ่ะ
ๆอ๋อทำนึกว่าทำเลยผมไม่ต้องอย่าเรียกชื่อ ยุ่งอ่ะ
แค่ถามเองว่าทำไมอ่ะ ไม่มีอะไรเลยอ่ะ
อ๋อ พี่คุยเกมเล่นเกมอยู่
ผมก็แค่เล่นเกมอ่ะ
ขอ
จะ
โท
ห่
ษ
วง
ที
ตัวอะไรขนาดนั้น
ครับ That was my younger brother man you
แม่มึง
uh
คุณรู้ไหมว่าคุณนั้นเคยตาย คุณเคยตาย คุณเคยตาย เคยตายมามากแล้ว คุณเคยตาย รู้ไหมว่าคุณนั้นเคยตาย คุณเคยตายไปมาก
should we end the interview right
no
here?
for like 30 minutes okay so another thing is that hold up have you what books have you read like philosophy and politics
My shadow is purple
so
นี่มันมีหนังสืออ่านจริง
Well, one book that I've been reading was On Progress and Poverty by Henry George. Yeah, that's one thing that I've been reading. And I also read a few articles about libertarian socialism and about the paradox of tolerance.
oh have you ever read the Open Society and Its Enemies by Karl Popper? It really is the fundamental for the paradox of tolerance.
You know, I watch porn.
Huh?
Straight the mic, please.
Oh yeah. So an LV. Oh, so basically, land value tax replacing tax all other taxes does sound like a good idea since that's a lot less taxes that you need to pay for society.
Uh-huh.
As for Open Society and Its Enemies by Karl Popper, well, I haven't really read that one, but after looking at the paradox of tolerance and kind of what it stands for, to be brutally honest, yeah, as much as I do support freedom of speech, there's only so much that you can go before you let intolerance creep into a tolerant society and let destroy it from within. So basically, I support freedom of speech and expression, but not when it gets to the point of hate and intolerance seeping in and basically poisoning the well. Wait, huh?
Another question is in the regard of what were you going to say? What would you, if you can talk to everyone who is watching this video I'm recording right now? What would you say?
If I can talk to anyone that's watching the video right now, well, I would say to them, so basically if you have any political beliefs, it's important to study them, write them down, see what ideas you support, do research on your national and local government, be sure to participate in your elections because your votes and your participation literally shape the politics that go on in your country. And don't be afraid to reflect on and question your political views, especially when they are no longer serving you well.
What's your what? Because this will be very controversial. One, have you ever read Karl Marx? And two, what do you agree and disagree with him?
Huh?
What?
Wait, can you repeat that,
First
please?
question: what's your opinion on Karl Marx? Second, what's your opinion on his analysis? And the third question, no, I mean that's not third question. Sorry.
I have food fetish.
Shut up, bro. Sorry, that's what my younger brother.
Oh wait, can you type out the
I have food fetish.
wait? Can you type out the questions, please?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I kind of find it easier for you to type out some questions. Well, so Karl Marx did write a lot of, so Karl Marx and Frederick Engels did write a lot of stuff regarding the Industrial Revolution and and the living conditions of the people at that time. And while I do have good ideas like seizing the means of production, among other things, I kind of do not like how their ideas were applied in practice by people like Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, Pol Pot, any of those things. So yeah, you can say that Marxism Leninism is not really my cup of tea. Now, in terms of reformist Marxist, centrist Marxist, and libertarian Marxists, yeah, I'm more closer to those people more than Marxist Leninists, since they would be more open to democratic systems or libertarian forms of government than the Marxists that were running the Soviet Union.
Another question typed out here.
Oh, so as for why I'm not a full-on libertarian socialist, well, I do sympathize with a lot of what libertarian socialists stand for, but one thing that I kind of balk at is, are there more anarchist leanings or use of revolutionary violence.
Okay, back. Oh,
Yeah, so while I do support libertarian socialism and what they're fighting for, I'm not quite sure about the more revolutionary aspects behind it or their more anarchist
why do you
leanings.
oppose anarchism?
I mean, in small communities, I don't. I mean, anarchism is okay in like on smaller scale communities. It's when you get into large scale societies, then we see the cracks within anarchism. Like, how do you defend it? So, how do you defend yourselves against foreign nations? What if those will said foreign nations ally with you or at least leave you alone?
Uh-huh. Interesting critic as an anarchist.
Yeah. Another thing,
Oh, sorry, you can continue.
another thing, another thing about anarchist systems I want to bring up is that how do you govern a system on a large scale? Like, I know that some anarchists, at least the ones that are not anarcho capitalists or national anarchists, do support democratic democracy. But the problem with direct democracy. But the problem with direct democracy is that it requires a ton of people having the expertise and availability to participate. And as we see currently, which could apply to when and but what we see currently is that many people don't really have the time, expertise, or desire to participate in local politics.
Oh,
And even if they did, yeah, and even if people did participate in a direct democracy, all it takes all it take would be a few opportunistic people to come in, establish themselves above the rest of the people, create a new state, and basically you're back to square one in terms of the problems that you and the people were trying to fight against.
Oh, okay. So, have you, uh, what's your opinion? I just can't think of question right now. Well, what's your opinion on the American right libertarianism?
Oh, oh, you mean right wing libertarianism in the United States? Well, there are a few things about the Libertarian Party that I kind of support in a way, like states' rights, their support for the First Amendment and the Second Amendment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I do take a yeah, 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 and I do take a laid back approach in terms of social issues like religion, medical examinations, all that stuff. The problem where we where we conflict though is in terms of
Uh-huh.
economics. So basic so basically one of the basically the only things in terms of economics that I do agree with them with market are a market economy and free trade. Although I'm more of a fair trade type of person, but but I think that but I think one freedom that Americans or really everyone in the world should have is freedom from poverty. I mean, if you're busy figuring out how to pay the bills or wondering where your next meal is coming from, um, those are those are going to be your priorities.
Uh-huh.
These more than whatever civil liberties you
Uh-huh.
have.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So bas- so so I somewhat agree with right wing libertarianism in terms of the state and social issues, just not so much with the economics.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Understandable. Understandable. What's your opinion on taxation?
So in terms of taxation, trying to lower trying to find ways to lower taxes on the lower and middle class is the long term goal since they are the ones who produce most of the wealth and make up the majority of the
Uh-huh.
workforce. But as you can see what's going on in the US right now, oh, Donald Trump has lowered taxes on the billionaires and the upper class to freakishly low points. So yeah, until we can get that land value tax in place, I'm more in support of progressive taxation. So that way, those who have more money would have to pay for more taxes, and those with less money would have to pay less taxes.
In fact, I used to be like you. I used to support progressive taxation. Now I really oppose taxation, except land value taxes. That's the only tax I support. Well, let's just I don't know. We might continue this as a part two, but I generally speaking, I ran out of questions for now. Oh wait, hold up. Last two questions. Have you actually read liberal philosophers like you claim to be liberal, yet have you ever read any of them?
Well, well, back in my college years, I did read about European history, and I had to study different different economic philosophers in in order to complete a project. Yeah, I read a bit about John Rawls. So basically, one of his things is that if there has to be inequality, it should be justified in order to benefit the less well off, the more vulnerable in society. It should not be used to justify. It should not be used in order to justify economic inequality in favor of the rich. Those that can, those who have the resources and financial means to actually contribute to society, actually make it better for everyone involved.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm also familiar with John Stuart Mill's harm principle. So basically, he, you're free. Basically, he, as long as you're not trampling on the rights and freedoms of another person, you should be able to live your life how you want. It's when you start violating the rights of others does it become a problem.
Okay, well, last question.
Oh, so wait, did you post your last
Yes, yes,
question?
yes, 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 yes.
Wait, so I kind of really like you as a fellow redditor. So basically, in a way, both of our political views are similar to each other, but are different in some ways. Like you're a free thinker, and want to you basically want others to be free and be able to live out their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to fight for that too in my country. Yeah, and with the recent No Kings protests and how many Americans were out participating in that day, and there were probably many more people protesting in other countries like Canada, England, France, etc. I have a I have a feeling that come 2028 we might be able to vote Donald Trump out of office and put in measures to make sure that neither him nor people like him could ever come to power and make things more difficult for us again.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not really looking for romance right now. And besides, we're in two separate countries, so we wouldn't be able to date anyway. All right. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I am Blue Nephilim, and I'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
Have a good day, afternoon, evening, or night. God bless.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next episode. How was the interview? Is it nice? Is it nice?